Hello students, welcome to the lecture. Student, in today's lecture we are going to learn network topology. This network topology topic is very important because in future if we are going to set up any network, then this network topology concept will help us in setting up the network. So let us start with the topic. Please watch this video till the end because based on this video a question will be given that you have to answer. We start the video. Topology is physical and logical network layout of the network. The meaning is that if any network I'm going to set up any network. Okay, take an example of cybercafe. If I'm going to make any cyber, okay, any place local area network, first of all what comes, that what is the physical arrangement, what is the physical layout of the place. Okay, based on that we set up the network. So topology is a physical and logical network layout of the network. Now what is the meaning of physical? Physical means what? Actual. Suppose you are going to bring a computer at your home, you will select the actual place where you are going to set up that computer. Okay, suppose in office you are going to select a particular place, a particular manner in which you are going to actually set up that network. Physical layout is that actual layout of the network and the cable and network devices. Logical is what? Logical means just it is the way in which network appears to the devices that we use. It is a logical, it looks like, it appears like. Okay, it can be we can say it is a logical layout, that is how it appears, how the network is going to appear. Types of network topology. Student, basically three types of network topologies are there in your syllabus. Three types of network topology. The first type is burst topology network. Burst topology. We will discuss all this. Okay. First, let us see all these three types. First type is burst topology. First type is burst topology. Second type is ring topology. Second type is ring topology. Third type is star topology. These are the three types. Let us recall: burst topology, star topology, ring topology. Okay. Now, what is the burst topology? What is the meaning of burst topology? Burst topology, the basic things that is been happening in burst topology. I explain you what is that happen in burst topology. In burst topology, actually we have one single cable. There will be a single cable. One single cable is going to pass. Based on that cable, we are going to attach a computer. Technical word for computer is workstation. Okay. We will not be saying computer, we will be saying workstation. Okay. So I'm going to add a workstation. Now one workstation I have added here. Let us add another one. Okay. Let's add another. Like this, we have to select one PC or workstation as a server also. This will be acting like a server. Okay. This is what? A server. We need one computer like a server to behave like a server. Now in this what we find, entire capacity is given on a single cable. It is called burst topology because it is having a two-way. Okay, two terminator. Here you can see the terminator. There are two terminator. That is why it is called a burst topology. Now in this topology there is a server, workstation I told you PC, we will not use the word of PC, it is a workstation. Okay, the entire capacity is given on a single cable. On a single cable we pass entire capacity. So that is called a bus topology. This is clear? This is clear, student? All computer. You can imagine like a lab, computer lab. Usually it is a computer lab. We use a computer lab. This method is been most probably used in computer lab. In an office where two computers are aligned nearby each other. These are the two ways. Okay. Many other ways are also there. So this was about bus topology. So every technology is having some advantages and disadvantages. The same bus topologies also have advantages and disadvantages. Let us discuss the advantages. The first advantage is it is a basically, remember, very simple thing. Every time whenever you deal with a technology, first you think about a cost. Is it a cost effective? Get your answer. It is cost effective. Bus topology is cost effective. Now what about cable? Cable required is least as compared to other topology. It can be used in a small network, not in a huge network. It can be used in a single room, in single office, but not in a complete building. It is easy to understand. Very easy. It is nothing other concept is there, only simple concept. A single cable is there to which all workstations are attached to each other. So it is easy to understand. It is easy to expand joining two cables together. Think about a cable. Think the cable example. Cable. If that cable is getting shortage, we will add a cable. The cable, if we increase the cable, we can add the workstation also. We can add number of PC also. But in this, some disadvantages are there. The first disadvantage is that think if the cable is only getting filled. The cable that you are using, suppose that cables get filled. What will happen? The entire network will get stopped. It will damage our entire network. If network traffic is heavy or nodes are more, the performance of the network decreases. Right? If there is a more heavy traffic, so it is going to pass from a cable only. It will get stopped. We can get a least performance. Cable has a limited length. Cable wire. Every cable wire has a limited length. So we have a limited capacity also. We can add limited number of PC. We cannot think about adding more number of PC as per our wish. It is limited. We have to think what is the limited range. It is lower than the ring topology. Here comparison is being done with the ring topology. It is low as compared to ring topology. Let us see what is a star topology. Star topology doesn't mean that it looks like a star, then it will be star topology. Like this, if you are answering in exam, you get your marks reduced. You get your wrong, directly you get wrong. Star topology, why it is called a star topology? The basic reason is that it has a central device called a hub. In this you can see a central device is called a hub. This is a central device. So one central device we need, which will be called as a hub. It can be either hub or switch. Now in this case, all the computers are going to get connected to this hub only. Means if I have one PC here, I have to connect to hub. Another PC is there, I have to connect to the hub. Another PC, I have to connect to the hub. Now think if any PC get damaged. If any PC is getting damaged, suppose this PC is getting damaged, I can replace it. Now these persons will not stop their work. They will keep on doing their work. They will not it will not affect to the other computers. If I wanted to add a new computer, suppose I wanted to add a new computer, Is it easy to add new computer? Yes, very easy. Just we have to connect to the hub. In this we don't have to bother about a cable length. We don't have to bother about cable length. We just have to know what is the capacity of the hub. Hub, very first and very important thing that I will like to say about hub, it is very expensive device. Hub is a very expensive device. We can say it is very expensive. What is very expensive? Hub. Hub is a very expensive device. So that is the reason the star topology is not used for a small area network. If I want to set up a network in a very small place, I will not suggest or I will not prefer a hub or a star topology. Right? Okay. Now, what is the next? The next thing, what are the advantages and disadvantages of star topology? Advantages of star topology, it has a fast performance. It will be giving a fast performance since it is connected to the hub. Hub can be easily upgraded. If anything we want to upgrade, we can easily upgrade the hub. It is easy to troubleshoot also. If any problem is there, that problem also we can solve very easily. It is easy to set up and modify. Okay. Now if any piece is getting damaged in a hub, we can remove it. We can give it for repairing. Our system or our work will not get affected. Disadvantage, expensive. It is expensive to use. Cost is very high. If the hub fails, suppose hub is not responding, then you cannot think that your network will work, because your entire network are depending on a hub. Let us see next topology, that is ring topology. It is called ring because it forms a ring like structure. In this, each computer is connected to another computer with the last one connected to the first. Remember, in your board exam diagram, you have to draw like this arrow also. Arrow is also needed, very important. If you don't draw this arrow, marks will get reduced. Each computer will act like a transmitter. This PC will act like transmitter, receiver. It will act like a receiver, transmitter. Now again receiver, transmitter. Again it is receiver, it will transmit, it will receive. Now again it can transmit. This will act like a receiver. Again transmitter, receiver. Again transmitter. So like this, each device is behaving like a receiver and transmitter. Think a scenario that suppose this PC is getting damaged. What will be the case? Is that all network will get affected? Is that we can set up communication very easily? Is that it will not affect our system? Our system will get affected. If any single piece is getting damaged, our system is getting affected. Now, it is not very easy to find which system is getting affected or which system is having any problem. So, easy troubleshooting is not very easy task in ring topology. That is one of the basic and one of the major disadvantages. What is the advantages of ring topology? Transmitting network is not affected by high traffic. Why it will affect? When each computer is behaving like receiver and transmitter, it will not be act or it will not be affected. We can add number of nodes, but we have to think that if we add a number of nodes, we have to replace cable also. Now in this, it will transmit data in the form of token. It will accept a token from one PC, it will accept a token from this. Suppose it is having a transmission, it wants to transmit a data. Now it will accept a token, it will accept a token from here. Okay, now this token will come here. It gets, my destination is this place. Now again this token will be transferred to this place. Now again this will get, and I will get my final destination. So here token passing technique is used. Which technique? Token passing technique is used. Disadvantage is that troubleshooting is difficult in ring topology. We cannot easily identify. Suppose in the middle any computer is getting damaged, we have to look to all computer. We cannot easily find which computer is damaged. Now adding or deleting the computers will disturb the network activity. What do you think? It will not disturb the network activity? It will disturb the network activity. If one computer disturbs, if one computer gets failed, entire network will be disturbed. Okay, this was about a topology. What is a burst topology, what is a ring topology, and what is a star topology. Let us revise again. Let us take a look on the topic. First we talk about what is a topology. We know that it is a physical and logical layout of a network. Then types of network topology, comes the burst topology, then ring topology, star topology. Then what is a burst topology? Entire capacity is given on the single cable. What are the advantages and disadvantages we discussed? Then what is a star topology? How it looks, how the capacity is given. Now what are the advantages of star topology and what are the disadvantages of star topology? Then we come on the point, what is a ring topology? Then what are the advantages and disadvantages of ring topology? This much only is there. Okay, if in board exam it comes, it will not come to write all this three topology. Any one of the topology can be there. So prepare this topic again and again. Thank you.